And listen, if you're just tuning in, you are watching the Basement and Remodeling Basics Education Program. I'm your host, Mia Voss. This is presented by Blue Sky Remodeling, and that guy giving us all the information is President Adam Rossi, and he's given us a ton of great info. So listen, I'm going to go on to the next question. So does it make sense, let's see, so if you have an older home, let's say in Denver, from a financial standpoint, what's going to add more value to the home? A pop top, a ground floor addition, or a basement?
Without a doubt, the second level, or the addition as well. Square footage in most of the cities, probably around the country, I'm sure Denver's not the only one, but it's the square footage that's livable for the family. Also taking into account sort of those real estate MLS type terms, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms. The aesthetic of the house is super important, that the house is pleasing in the neighborhood and that it looks right, that the inside is professionally done so that you can maximize what a potential buyer would view it as worth, what a real estate agent or an appraiser would appraise the house. So the more square footage you can add, certainly there's a cost per square foot that most neighborhoods will sort of command. But there's that kind of that law of unintended consequences. Perhaps you could even say that you could overspend as well, just put too much into a house in a certain area. So that's why we work pretty closely initially with what the real estate appraisals would value the house at. Most city houses we can pretty much do up to the maximum amount of buildable square foot to maximize the return on investment that the family might get from the house. But also the families are generally building these large additions to accommodate an expanding family. So 1 or 2 children are now in the scene where maybe when they purchased the house, it was just the couple that had owned the house.